Back at Shea Stadium in New York, and ultimately we can tell you it's quite comfortable or it's quite chilly. There is a gusting wind here today that we've been discussing, and the temperature since this morning at 9 o'clock when it was 40 has dropped to 37 degrees. And it has been alternately sunny and cloudy. It will be quite chilly before this afternoon is over. Of course, our ideas are not on the weather today, but rather the American Football League Championship. The Oakland Raiders will receive to our right, dressed as they are in their gray pants, black numerals, gray and black helmets, and the New York Jets in their home uniforms of white trousers, white helmets with green markings, and green jerseys with white numerals are to our left. Oakland has the most first downs in regular league play. New York allowed the fewest. Oakland, the best rushing average in American Football League play. The New York defense, the best against the rush. Oakland, the best as far as completing most passes, as well as knocking off the opposition. New York has had its quarterback knocked off the most times. This game is underway. The kickoff is taken in the end zone by Charlie Smith. Make that Atkinson. He's out across the 15 to the 17-yard line, and down he goes there. They Turner down to make the stop, number 29. George Atkinson, who gained more than 1,200 yards returning punts and kickoffs this year, races the ball not out to the 20, but they marked it at the 18 where it's first and 10. That'll be Warren Wells and Billy Cannon, the ends, LaMonica, Smith, Dixon, and Bolitnikoff, the setbacks. Warren Wells comes to the left side. Bolitnikoff is on the right. Billy Cannon, the tight end, also on the left side. LaMonica calling signals for the first down play. Dixon takes a couple steps to the left. The ball is handed instead to Charlie Smith. He's hit down at the line of scrimmage. Perhaps a half-a-yard loss. Charlie Smith on the first play of the day. Knocked down by Jerry Philbin. For the New York Jets defensively, Philbin, Rochester, Elliott, and Biggs, the front four. Ralph Baker, Al Atkinson, Larry Grantham, the linebackers. Johnny Sample, Jim Hudson, Bill Baird, and Randy Beverly, the deep men. Second down. Wells again left. Bolitnikoff right. Second down and about 10 and a half. LaMonica back for the first pass of the afternoon. In a crowd. Steps out of it. Back across the 15 to the 16. He's lost 2 more yards. Paul Rochester making the stop. And it's third down, Aldi Regatas.
And we've seen now the Oakland Raiders come strong to the left side one time, back to the right side. LaMonica had the big rush put on him. He tried running to his strength to the left, and he was going to throw. If he comes back to the left, Jim, it might be that he may try to isolate man-to-man Bolitnikoff on number 24, John Sample.
Bolitnikoff wide right. Johnny Sample is out there with him, running about 5 yards off the line of scrimmage. Bolitnikoff set back as a flanker on third down long yardage. Pass coming out of the backfield, intended for Dixon, overthrown at the 15-yard line, and the Oakland Raiders will have to kick the ball away to the New York Jets. We are in the first minute and a half of play. There is no score.
And, Jim, just there, we saw Fred Bolitnikoff in a little confrontation with number 24, John Sample. John is up for this football game. He wants very much to be in that Super Bowl.
Mike Eyeshide has come in to do the kicking. Eyeshide averaging better than 43 yards per punt. And he'll be kicking the ball away to Bill Baird and Earl Christie. High pass from center. Gets the kick away, a very short wobbly kick that'll hit down at the 42-yard line of Oakland and drop dead at the 43. And so the Jets right away have excellent field position on the 43-yard line of the Raiders in the scoreless ball game for the American Football League Championship. And now, the Jets with Namath, Boozer, Snell, and Maynard in the backfield. Sauer and Lammons the ends. Hill and Herman the tackles. Calamini and Rasmussen the guards, and Schmidt the center are in the huddle. Lassiter, Birdwell, Oates, and Davidson, the front four for Oakland. Oliver, Connors, and Otto, the linebackers. With Atkinson, Bird, Grayson, and Brown, the deep men. First down. Namath is going to throw on first down, has his man, Don Maynard, down to the 29-yard line. And it's first down, New York Jets.
And there, Jim, you saw an interesting alignment because we had Pete Lamon split way wide to the left side with number 13, Don Maynard, in the slot to the left. Number 32, Emerson Boozer, split way wide to the right side with number 83, George Sauer, in the slot. Double wing, first down situation, and they're throwing.
This time, the tight end, Pete Lamons, is split about 15 yards to the left. Boozer is to the right. The lone setback is Matt Snell, and Namath is going to pass again on first down. Excellent protection. Across the middle, flag goes down on Big Turner, and it is pass interference. Down on the 20-yard line. No score, 12 minutes to go in the first quarter. But the New York Jets, taking the punt on the 43, have now moved to the 20. Nose of the ball right on the 20-yard line. And the New York Jets are in business in these first 3 minutes of the ball game. Lamons again. The same set. Goes wide left. Boozer comes wide right. Namath this time hands off to Snell on the draw. Right up the middle across the 15 down to the 13-yard line. Goes Matt Snell, and he's angry that he did not go all the way. But the middle linebacker, Dan Connors, is the man who made the stop after Carlton Oates tripped him up on the way through. Second down. And about 4.
And also, Jim, in the right slot to the right side, number 83, George Sauer, is being played very tight, extremely tight. He could be very interesting. He's covered by Willie Brown.
Again, the two slot backs. Again, Namath back to throw on second down and 4. Looking downfield by himself, has made a touchdown. Regattas, I'm sure, not only is New York hot with a 14-yard touchdown pass to Maynard, but I'm sure that Oakland was not looking for this offensive alignment and will have to make some adjustments. Jim Turner, who leads the league in points scored, nearly 150, 147 in to add the extra point. Babe Perilli to hold, and the kick is up, and the kick is good. And New York is out in front. And there's timeout on the field with the score now, New York Jets 7, Oakland Raiders nothing. Jim Simpson with Al DeRogatis from Shea Stadium, the American Football League Championship. The Jets lead it 7-0, 11 minutes, 21 seconds to go first quarter, as Curly Johnson gets set to kick off to Oakland, Charlie Smith, and George Atkinson. Oakland failed to pick up a first down. The Jets, first time they had the football, got a touchdown. The ball bounds loose, is picked up by Charlie Smith, who has great speed, and he's out across the 25 and near the 30-yard line. And Oakland's Darryl LaMonica will get another chance. Fires down the middle, intended for Billy Cannon. He's got it dragged down at the 34-yard line of the New York Jets. First down for the Oakland Raiders. Randy Beverly made the tackle, and the tight end coming out, Billy Cannon, had a step or two on Beverly, carries the ball to the 34 of New York. It's 1st and 10 for the Raiders.
Tim, when you go to that side, he's going to the weak side. He had number 33, Billy Cannon, on his weak side. He was strong, as you described it, to the right side. Beverly had a covered Cannon, man-to-man.
And again, Bolitnikoff and Wells now. This is the 4th consecutive play. They've both been strong side right. Sample is laying off Bolitnikoff a great deal. The ball is handed to Dixon, and he is thrown in the backfield by number 81, Jerry Philbin, one of the premier defensive linemen in the American Football League. A loss back to the 38-yard line, where it is second down and about 13.
Now you've got a situation where a quarterback like Darryl LaMonica likes to come with a draw or likes to come with a screen. But when you have a defense as sophisticated as the Jet defense, they're going to be looking for something of this nature.
Now Wells comes wide to the left as a flanker. Bolitnikoff is split to the right. Second down, 13 from the 38. LaMonica dropping straight back, firing to the sidelines, and Charlie Smith drops the ball at the 32-yard line with no one near him. A linebacker, Ralph Baker, was over there, but Baker was about 10 yards away from him. 9 minutes, 29 seconds to go. First quarter, the Jets out in front 7-0 on a 14-yard touchdown pass to Don Maynard in the first series of plays in which the Jets had the football. Oakland in its first series failed to move. Then they got a first down at the 34 on a pass to Billy Cannon on 3rd down and 10. And now they find themselves 3rd down and 13 with the ball on the 37. Wells and Bolitnikoff strong side right. Wells is the flanker. Cannon is on the left. Dixon and Smith the setbacks. And now LaMonica is going to call for timeout on a big play, 3rd down and 13, and Darryl is simply trotting over to the bench, Al DeRogatis, to see what it is that John Rauch, his head coach, wants him to do. Well, there's timeout on the field with the score, the New York Jets 7, the Oakland Raiders nothing. 3rd down, 13, the Raiders at the line of scrimmage. Jim Simpson with Al DeRogatis. New York leading 7-0. LaMonica back to pass. Downfield intended for Bolitnikoff. One-handed. Almost caught it at the 4. Juggled it with one hand with Johnny Sample all over top of him. Sample pats him on the shoulder because it was almost a magnificent catch with a fine defensive play by Sample.
It sure was, and it's the kind of play, Jim, that John Sample has got to be making, although you'll notice that he was covered and helped a little bit to that inside. What they're trying to do is to take Jim Hudson out of there and to isolate Bolitnikoff on Sample. We're going to see a lot more of this.
Here's George Bland at 117 points, trying a field goal now from the 45. LaMonica to hold, and the kick is up and dying. Hits the crossbar. That wind as we described before, is quite a factor here today in the passing of LaMonica thus far. And in that particular field goal attempt of 45 yards by George Blanda. George usually has enough foot to convert, and so the Jets stay out in front by the score of 7-0. 9 minutes, 17 seconds left to go. First period, the Jets now, with that 7-0 lead, get the ball on their own 20. Wells is to the left. Bolitnikoff is flanked right. LaMonica on first down from the 20, hands to Charlie Smith. The speedy rookie from Utah gets back toward the line of scrimmage and doesn't quite make it. He's thrown on the 18-yard line. Al Atkinson is over there. Paul Rochester is over there. And so is Ralph Baker. 4 minutes, 10 seconds to go here at Shea Stadium in the first quarter with the Jets out in front, 7-0 for the American Football League Championship. Now, Maynard and Sauer are strong left. Lamon split about 5 yards to the right. The ball is handed to Emerson Boozer across the 45, across the 50, and down to the 43-yard line of the Oakland Raiders before he is dragged down across the field by Willie Brown, the 6-year veteran from Grambling College. First down, and that's the first down for the New York Jets since their opening series when they scored their touchdown.
And so it looks like probably the strategy
of about 7. It'll be 2nd and 3 from the 35 of Oakland. Tight end Lamons is left, and Sauer and Maynard are right. Strong right. 2nd down and short yardage. There goes Snell straight ahead over his own right tackle. He's got the first down. Inside the 30-yard line down to the 28. Tackle was made there by Dan Connors, the middle linebacker. But Matt Snell, the former All-American from Ohio State, injured much of his career with the New York Jets, has picked up another first down. The Jets lead 7-0, 2 minutes, 45 seconds to go. The nearest that Oakland has come is a 45-yard field goal attempt by George Blanda that hit the crossbar. Lamons goes to the left. The Jet fans are now on their feet in front of us, trying to look and see how the Jets do on this play as they send Maynard and Sauer again to the right. Again, the ball is handed to Snell, running straight up. He gets down to the 25 and then is hurled back to the 29. And it is 2nd down 7 from the 25. Sauer split about 7 yards to the left. Maynard flanked right. Namath throwing over the head of Maynard at the 20-yard line. And he was in a matchup there with George Atkinson, the rookie from Morris Brown. Kent McLuhan, the all-league cornerback, has been out most of the season and will not play in this game, nor will he play should the Raiders go on to the Super Bowl. 7-0 the score, 1 minute, 48 seconds to go. First quarter. New York scored its touchdown, a 14-yard pass to Maynard, with less than 4 minutes gone in the football game. Maynard right, Sauer left. 3rd and 7. Namath dropping straight back, looking lots of time. Fires the ball intended for Sauer. Just passed him in the end zone with Willie Brown, the right cornerback, back there with him.
And there you saw Willie Brown playing him awfully tight. Number 83, George Sauer, took it toward the middle. Dave Grayson, 45, was covering him to the inside. Sauer takes it deep. He had him by about a step, but that Willie Brown, as we've said, is awfully good.
Now it is 4th down, and Jim Turner has come in. Turner before today had 145 points. He's added one today for 146. This field goal attempt will be from the 33-yard line with Babe Perilli holding. Ball is down, and Turner's kick is up. It is short, but it is good. Very low, cleared the crossbar, and the Jets are now in front by 10. A 33-yard field goal by Jim Turner, who now has 149 points on the season.
Jim, you know, as you look at the Jets, that was an awfully important 3 points. You recall the field goal attempt by Blanda was short. It was the wind coming in from the open end of the field that held it up just enough. And in 1 minute and 38 seconds, the Oakland Raiders will have the wind at their back. Now it's going to become a real battle, really, for that fine defensive team of the Jets to stop the Raiders going with the wind.
Long kickoff with the wind at his back by Curly Johnson, and Charlie Smith watches it go out of the end zone. It's out to the 20-yard line, 1st and 10 from there. It brought big oohs and ahs for Curly Johnson's big foot, but remember, he was kicking, as Al said, with the open end of the Shea Stadium at his back, and the wind is whistling around the stadium. Each team has had the ball for 23 plays, but New York has the lead, 10-0. LaMonica hands off to Hewitt Dixon, starts around the right side, picks up perhaps a yard or two, getting to the 20-21-yard line. Jerry Philbin, the left defensive end, made the tackle, along with number 22, Jim Hudson. So it'll be 2nd down, and let's call it 8 from the 22. The Jets, Philbin, Rochester, Elliott, and Biggs, the front four. Baker, Atkinson, Grantham, the linebackers, Sample, Hudson, Baird, and Beverly, the deep men. On second down, 8. LaMonica dropping straight back to throw. Pumps once, now fires again, and Jennifer Warren Wells downfield. Overshoots him. He was double covered back there by both safeties, Bill Baird and Jim Hudson. Wells, a former selection of the Detroit Lions of the National Football League, does give Oakland great outside speed among its receivers.
And here's an awfully big 3rd down and 8 situation, Jim, because LaMonica must want Bailey to get this first down. He wants the win at his back. He's got 50.
Back across the 20. He's got the first down out to the 33, 34-yard line, and Darryl LaMonica has done what Al DiRogato said he wanted to do, get the first down with 40 seconds left in the quarter and the clock running.
And what a beautiful call that was. He sent his 2 men to the left side, Jim, as you described. Wells and
Walter Fitzgerald is the referee, George Young the umpire, the headlinesman Tony Pateri, Al Sabato the line judge, Hugh Gambers the back judge, and the field judge is Bob Bauer. A legal procedure charged against Oakland has been refused. The ball still at the 33-yard line. And it is second down and 10 as there was no gain on the play. And of course the clock stopped for the penalty. Letnikoff goes right, Wells to the left on second down 10. 10-0. New York leads. First quarter almost over. LaMonica back to throw. Across the middle of Letnikoff. He's got a first down out near midfield at the 49-yard line. And time will run out with the Raiders nearly at midfield in their best drive of the day as the gun sounds. And that's the end of the first quarter. The score, the New York Jets 10. The Oakland Raiders, nothing.
This is Al DiRogatis along with Jim Simpson here at Shea Stadium. 10 for the New York Jets, nothing for the Oakland Raiders. The first play of the second quarter coming up, and here's Simpson.
LaMonica dropping straight back to throw to Hewitt Dixon, former tight end, now the fullback. Dixon across midfield, across the 40, across the 35, inside the 30-yard line, down to the 29-yard line. And that is the second time in 2 plays that LaMonica has gone to a back coming out of his backfield, and the second time he has picked up big yardage. Now trailing 10-0 as they are, Dero. Here come the Oakland Raiders at the 29.
And they really are coming. He fooled Ralph Baker badly on that play, and as you called it, he's using his backs very well.
And the wind is at their back now. But again, Warren Wells has slipped and fallen inside the 15 and was sitting down at about the 13-yard line. That's the number to be sitting on, 13, as the ball flew over his head, incomplete. It'll be second down 10 from the 29 of New York. All of the scoring in the first quarter. 14-yard pass from Namath to Maynard for a touchdown, a 33-yard field goal by Jim Turner, who now has 149 points this year. Wells to the left, Letnikoff to the right again. A big split in the backfield between Banaszak and Dixon as LaMonica calls signals on second down. Dropping straight back to throw. Has time. Fires for Bolitnikoff. He is going to get inside the 5. Touchdown as Johnny Sample missed a tackle at the 10.
And there's the play. That's the play that John Sample must stop, or you're not going to beat the Oakland Raiders. A simple post pattern. Bolitnikoff goes downfield about 7, then takes it over the middle. Jim Hudson is trying to recover, trying to help him to the inside, but then they're swinging a back, or they're taking the tight end, Billy Cannon, and crossing him, pulling Jim Hudson out of there. Fine play.
George Blanda in as Bolitnikoff has brought Oakland close. Blanda will try the extra point with LaMonica to hold. Blanda's kick is up now, and it is good. And there's timeout on the field here in the second quarter with the score. The New York Jets 10, Oakland 7. Christie comes out to the 5-yard line, takes it on the 4, across the 10, running to his right, across the 20, good speed, dragged down from behind. I think I said Boozer. That is Bill Mathis, the 9-year veteran from Clemson, who has checked into the backfield for the first time today. Mathis does not have a good rushing average, less than 3 yards, but Bill has scored a bundle of touchdowns. 5 altogether running the football. Maynard goes to the right. Lammons comes to the left. Namath with a lot of time has the ball hit at the line of scrimmage, and down it goes on the attempted pass. And it'll be 4th down, and the Jets are going against the wind. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Ben Davidson was the man that was the first to get to Joe Namath, but Dero, the protection for both passes, as you said, the offensive line is doing a tremendous job.
You know, Jim, it may not seem significant, but when you're playing defensive football, it's great to have the wind at your back. And, you know, as big as they might be, and there are some awfully big ones, it's good to be rushing it. That was a big first down play because now you're going to really see a rush come.
2nd down and 10. Namath dropping straight back, firing for Sowery. He's got him across the 20-yard line out to the 24-yard line. That's enough for a first down for George Sowers. Willie Brown knocked him out of bounds. 1st and 10 for the Jets. They're out in front by 3 in this American Football League Championship. The pride, the prestige, and the money that goes with it, and the chance, of course, for the Super Bowl. A 14-yard touchdown pass to Don Maynard. A 33-yard field goal by Jim Turner made it 10-0 New York in the first quarter. A 29-yard touchdown pass to Fred Biletnikoff from LaMonica made it 10-7 here in the second quarter. And that's exactly where we are now. In any event, it is a first down. And now we'll correct it and say that it was Snell who did have the football, and Mathis was right there with him leading the blocking.
And what a great block he made also. Number 31, a real fine man to have in your backfield.
A 9-year veteran, as we said, from Clemson. Billy Mathis has been with the Jets a long, long time. Now on first down, Namath dropping very deep and looking long, but throwing shorter to Lammons. Bird tried to put a good defensive play on him, reaching over in front of him, but could not contain him from catching the football at midfield. It's first down at the 50. Here's a big third down play. Namath is back to throw. Lots of time. Now he's running out of it as everybody was covered. Running around the right side, and he's going to pick up the first down inside the 40 and goes out of bounds at the 36-yard line. One of the few times that you'll see Joe Namath run. But he ran and picked up more than enough for the first down to the 36-yard line of the Oakland Raiders.
And you know, there's been an awful lot said about quarterbacks that don't like to run, but Joe Namath is a different Joe Namath. He's doing all the things right this afternoon. Even that incompleted pass earlier, he was in trouble and he threw it at the man, but hearing an interception, he fired it into the ground. That was a fine run.
7 minutes, 53 seconds. Third down and 4. Maynard goes to the right. Sauer comes out to the left. Mathis and Boozer the setbacks. Lassiter, Birdwell, Oates, Davidson the front 4 for Oakland. Oliver, Connors out of the linebackers. Atkinson, Bird, Grayson, and Brown the deep men. And now they have sent Maynard over to the right and brought Lammons over to the left, and there's a mix-up. Namath still has the ball, and down he goes for the first time today. Thrown back to the 38-yard line. There is some confusion. If it was in my voice, it's because the Jets were also confused about their offensive set.
Not so much the offensive set, Jim, as the fact that the defense was so very unusual. They had him jamming completely. They had Roger Bird up at the line of scrimmage. A big play, a very big play. That charge that came from Ben Davidson, although they're still going for the field goal, makes it a lot tougher.
Well, from the 45, George Blanda's kick was not long enough. It hit the crossbar. From the 44, Jim Turner will try it. It is 10-7 New York. He'll be kicking against a strong wind. The kick is up and will fall way short. Taken back there by Grayson. Grayson comes out and does not quite get to the 20-yard line where it would have gone. He was hit by Richardson, the tackle, on the play, and it'll be placed down at the 18. It'll be first down and 10.
6 minutes and 37 seconds to go in the second half. Al DeRogatis, and here's Jim Simpson.
Warren Wells to the left, Biletnikoff to the right. First down from the 18 of Oakland. They trail by 3 here late in the second quarter. LaMonica rolling to the right. Looked as though he wanted to hand the ball off, and now I know what he wanted to do. He simply ran out of bounds when he realized that he was winding up with the football, and big Paul Rochester, 250 pounds of him from Michigan State, was giving chase. They place it down, first down New York Jets, at the 43-yard line of the Jets.
And Jim, both teams have been coming almost exclusively with drop-back passes. They're staying in the pocket. Very little play action, although when you see a team running the football like the Jets, they could come with a fake run and go with a play-action pass.
Only one time today has a quarterback been gotten, and that was Namath on a good rush. Joe goes back down, first down, looking back, firing long for Sauer, and Willie Brown was tackling him before he got the football, but Sauer caught the ball anyway, so there is no penalty on the play inside the 35 down to the 33.
And what's
only one thing I'm sorry, Dero, that Willie could do, and that is simply just tackle him because he lost away and not able to hold on to it as Bill Mathis. Covered by the right side linebacker, Gus Otto. And as Al DeRogatis said, Mathis, normally a fine receiver, but dropped that football.
And on that play, Joe Namath went with a 5-man pass pattern. He had both Matt Snell circling to the right side, Bill Mathis to the left, and his flanker and 2 ends going deep.
Now, having had his field goal attempt from the 44 way short, Jim Turner comes in and will try one this time from just over the 36, kicking against the wind. We keep mentioning the wind, but it is a primary importance in this ball game today. Perilli is holding, and from the 36, Turner tries, and it is good, and it just did make it over the bar.
And now, Jim, we see how important that penalty was earlier, because rather that big play that was made earlier by Ben Davidson that forced the Jets to kick from just a little further back, because as Jim Simpson called it, that made it, Jim, but it sure didn't make it by much.
And George Atkinson go deep. Now they've decided not to go deep. They're the deepest of the Raiders, but they're across the 5 and near the 8 for this kickoff against the wind. George Atkinson takes it at the 10, bobbles it for a moment, comes across the 20, has great speed, across the 30, cuts to the outside and gets to the 40, loses the football, and the Jets have recovered. But the referee is standing back at the 41 saying, no, sir, the whistle had blown when the football popped loose. Weed Eubank on the far sidelines is hot. And if he's hot, Hero, he's the only one. Everybody else is cold. Out of the huddle they come with Wells to the left. Billy Cannon, the tight end on the right side. Banaszak and Dixon, the setbacks. LaMonica on second down. Back throwing. And it is caught by Dixon, his fullback, who is finally tackled by Cornell Gordon, but he's got a first down across the 45 down to the 41-yard line.
And, Jim, with all that speed on the left side, Bolitnikoff and Warren Wells, the deep men, as we said, have been dropping back, and that means the back, when he comes out of there, a little circle or a little circle and up pattern that was just run by.
And with fourth down and the wind at their backs, the Oakland Raiders will try to get on the board now with George Blanda kicking for the first time today with the wind. He missed one from 45 yards out against the wind, and now we'll have one considerably shorter with the wind at his back. And there's the 2-minute warning, so there is a momentary pause on the field, Aldi Regatas, and this game has been far. Blanda will try to draw 3 points closer to the New York Jets. LaMonica to hold. The ball is down, and Blanda's kick is up, a lot of foot, and it is perfect. And it is 13-10.
Jim, you're absolutely right. It is far from a disappointing football game. It is an outstanding football game.
Sauer left, Maynard right, and Boozer and Snell the setbacks. The ball is handed to Boozer, and Boozer still on his feet, breaks the tackle, gets out across the 30 to the 35. Lassiter finally caught up to him. Boozer was stopped at the line of scrimmage and suddenly burst loose and went from the 20 up to the 35.
And that was big Ben Davidson that hit Emerson Boozer from the side and hit him real well as Roger Bird comes off the football field. Looks like Roger Bird caught a heel. Dixon looking back. They're actually asking the official back there, looking at the watch, 8 seconds, slowly to the line of scrimmage, 6 seconds left, 5, 4, LaMonica simply standing there, 2, and he lets the clock run out. That's it. That's the end of the first half, and the score is New York 13, Oakland 10. Well, Mike Oshard will kick it off to Blake Turner and Earl Christie, and in the third quarter, Oakland will have the wind to its back. The Jets in the final quarter. Oshard's kick is deep, but not too deep as Turner takes it, fumbles it, picks it up on the 1. Across the 10, out to the 15, that's one tackler, gets across the 20, and out to the 24-yard line before he is knocked down there by Preston Ridelhuber, who is down on nearly every tackle. Also in on the tackle for the Oakland Raiders was Pete Banaszak. Now it is first down from the 24-yard line. 13-10 the score. The New York Jets. They're right to go to the Super Bowl. Lassiter, Birdwell, Oates, and Davidson, the front four for Oakland. Oliver, Connors, and Otto, the linebackers. Atkinson, Grayson, Williams, and Brown, the deep men. Namath on first down from the 24. Elects to throw. He pumps once and cannot get rid of the football. And he is dropped back at the 20-yard line. Back there was Big Ben Davidson, number 83. And when I say big, if you're not familiar with the American Football League, Ben is 6'7", 275. Second down and 14. And, Jim, the football game might well be determined right here because the New York Jets at the 40-yard line, but it is incomplete, and it is fourth down. Joe Namath was down on the baseball infield, as a matter of fact, on the pitching mound, when he went to throw that ball, and his back foot slipped, and he overshot his mark. And now Curly Johnson is in. George Atkinson is not going to field this punt. They're giving Roger Bird the opportunity as the deep man. He has very sure hands and very unlikely to fumble. That is why they use him many times. Low pass from center. Johnson gets away a wobbly kick against the wind,
And Bird takes it at the 41, loses the football, and it is kicked out of midair by the New York Jets at the 40-yard line by number 29, Jake Turner. Now, how about that, Alvy Regalis? We said that Bird has sure hands. He caught the ball all right, but as soon as he was hit, the ball squirted forward, and Jake Turner took it on the fly. First and 10, New York at the 40.
Never fails, Jim. As soon as we say sure hands, it's a sure fumble.
From the 40, Maynard and Sauer now on the same side. Lamons split to the left. Jets with a golden opportunity to give the ball to Snell, who picks up maybe a yard or two, and not much more than that. Even Dave Grayson came up from the secondary to help out.
And after that fumble, Roger Bird did not go back on the field. Now we have Howie Williams in there. Howie Williams, who has been playing.
And it is third down and 9, and again a big play, because with this win, Jim Turner is nearly out of field goal range.
You know, it's interesting, though, to watch both of these teams. The defense of the Jets is getting, of the Oakland Raiders is getting to Joe Namath a bit more. LaMonica's had a rather comfortable afternoon.
About 12 minutes to go, third quarter, 13-10, New York in this American Football League Championship game. Big play. Namath on third down, dropping back lots of time, fires the ball. Atkinson is there to knock the ball away from Don Maynard. And it's fourth down. And a pretty good play by the rookie cornerback, George Atkinson, forced into play, and he has learned the hard way this year when Kent McLuhan went out with a knee injury. From the 6-yard line, Oakland will put the ball in play on this crisp New York afternoon. Temperature all day has been about 35 to 36 degrees. But now that the sun is falling behind the closed end of Shea Stadium, the temperature will drop inside the stadium perceptibly. But the football game is a hot one, 13-10. The Raiders with the wind at their back, but 94 yards away from a score. Charlie Smith is checked in. Banaszak is out. Barnwell's to the left, Bolitnikoff to the right. In the backfield, and Lamonica is going to pass from his own end zone for Bolitnikoff, and has him out across the 15, near the 16, and near a first down. Bolitnikoff simply went down, stopped, turned back, leaped high in the air, and caught the football. And they're going to measure to see whether or not it's a first down.
And Jim, while they're measuring, it's obvious on the far side of that football field that the New York Jets are going to give the short pass pattern to the left to Darryl LaMonica. Darryl has gone to that side, but one time Beverly's playing him way off of Warren Wells, so the down out could be very effective.
Ball is just shy of the first down, inches away, and let us see whether or not LaMonica uses a down or two here in an effort to go for the long bomb, or whether he'll simply try to pick up the first down and go on from there. In any event, Wells goes to the left, Bolitnikoff right. On second down and inches to go, the ball is handed to Dixon, and Dixon tries to get that first down and might have gotten it before he is pushed back inside the 15-yard line. Walt Fitzgerald now signals first down for the Oakland Raiders. 10 minutes, or rather, check that, 11 minutes left to go at third quarter. The Jets out in front, 13-10. Maynard has caught a touchdown pass. Turner's kicked 2 field goals. For Oakland, Bolitnikoff has caught a touchdown pass, and Blanda has added a field goal. Wells now flanks left, Bolitnikoff right. Smith and Dixon, the setbacks. Cannon, the tight end on the left side. LaMonica back to throw. Throwing goes right again. Again to Bolitnikoff. Breaks away from 2 men across the 40. Gets a great block. Gets across the 50 down to the 47-yard line. Goes Fred Bolitnikoff, and he simply stepped out of 2 tackles.
Bill Baird and Cornell Gordon, Bill Baird especially, tried to go for the interception. The great block that Jim Simpson described was Warren Wells coming all the way across from the left side of the field, blocking on number 22, and Bolitnikoff, who's been murdered, has almost did it again, Jim.
Ball down on the 46-yard line now of New York, and now they still have the wind at their backs. We keep mentioning it. It has seemed stronger now than before. Bolitnikoff comes out to the right again, Wells to the left. Billy Cannon on the left side. Charlie Smith, an explosive type runner who was started but did not play much of the second quarters. And there he's coming out of the backfield. LaMonica back to throw. Warren Wells is back there. He's got it at the 10. Down to the 6-yard line. First down and goal to go. New York, or rather Oakland Raiders on the New York Jets 6. Warren Wells circled between 2 defenders and caught a perfectly thrown pass.
Absolutely right, Jim. That was a beautiful pass because we've been calling Beverly covering Warren Wells deep. He got help to the inside, and Darryl LaMonica just laid it up, a fly pattern going toward the post.
Well, the Raiders have not been out in front of this ball game yet. They now have an opportunity. Bolitnikoff right, Wells left, Cannon, the tight end on the right side. Ball is handed to Charlie Smith inside the 5, and Ralph Baker drags him down as he gets to about the 3. When I say dragged him down, he had him by the shoulders and threw him down with help from Jim Hudson.
And I'm sure New York wishes that the Raiders keep that football on the ground because they want as much of this third quarter as possible to go by. They want the football, but they want it with the win.
That's one thing to keep in mind. In the fourth quarter, the Jets will have the wind at their backs, and that's the way the scoring, touchdown-wise at least, has gone. Litnikoff right, Wells left. The backs are split, handed to Charlie Smith again. Same play, maybe a yard more, shy of the goal line. Clock continues to run. 8.5 minutes to go, third quarter. Sun has nearly disappeared behind the stadium. And now, the Jets, I don't want to accuse anybody of anything, but they're tangling up Charlie Smith as he tries to get up each time to allow that clock to run.
They sure want that, and once again, we're looking to that wide side of the football field, off to the left. They're going out there this time. You might look for a cross pattern.
Third down and 2. Litnikoff and Wells both split and flank very wide to the left. The ball is handed to Dixon. Dixon gets down near the goal line and is thrown back. It is fourth down. Now, we come to a monumental decision. It could turn out to be that, Aldi Regatas. Do you go for the touchdown and the 7 points, or do you send on your field goal unit and try to tie it up?
The championship game, and I got the feeling they'll go for the TD.
And, of course, with the wind at their back, this may be their last opportunity.
And also, Jim, it was an absolutely great tackle on that play by number 22, Jim Hudson.
Well, LaMonica is walking over, and I see 2 tight ends going out on the field. And so we have a little time here as we pause 10 seconds for station identification. Jim Simpson, Aldi Regatas. What does this mean to you? George Blanda, who can throw the football, but who is the field goal kicker, has gone on. LaMonica will kneel at the 9-yard line as Oakland, with 7:29 left to go, third quarter, is going for the tie. Angle from right to left. Ball is placed down. The kick is good. And for the first time today, we have a tie ball game. There's timeout on the field, and the score now, New York 13 and Oakland 13.
Jim Simpson, we might well look back at that field goal as the most important play of the entire football game because the only 3 points that have been scored in this third quarter with the win was a field goal.
And if it winds up tied, we have sudden death. Eyeshot kicks off. Christie takes it deep in the end zone and quickly goes to one knee to come out to the 20. And now again, as Aldi Regatas has been telling you, the New York Jets will try to pick up the first downs, maintain momentum, not necessarily to score, they'd love to do that, but to keep that clock running and get to the fourth quarter so that they've got the open end of Shea Stadium, the stadium through which the wind rushes, at their back. Who comes around, and I want to tell you a play was made by Gus Otto that you wouldn't believe. He was being blocked by Matt Snell, rolled under the legs of Snell, and took down Boozer, who was coming around.
And that was a great job of acting by Joe Namath. He got some tremendous blocking, a great block by Winston Hill, the left tackle, and as Jim Simpson described, one of the fine defensive plays of the entire afternoon. 2 men in front of him. Gus Otto gets to the runner.
That was a loss of 3, so it is third down and 11 from the 19, and now Namath and his Jets come up to a big play, and big play for the Raiders, who would love to contain them. Namath dropping straight back. They haven't used a double wing in this quarter. He throws. Boozer's by himself and steps out of bounds, I believe across the 30, which will be enough for the first down. They are putting the ball down on the sidelines. First down for the New York Jets.
Again, both quarterbacks are really ready for this football game, Jim. Nothing is left to chance. They're going against just about every weakness that they see. The only weaknesses really that have been visible, at least, are the weaknesses where you find a back being covered by a linebacker.
Maynard right. So is Sauer. Lyman's left. Boozer and Snell the setbacks on first down. 5 minutes, 52 seconds to go. Snell with the football. Comes across the left side. Finds daylight and picks up another first down, possibly, as he rolls to the 40-yard line before Roger Byrd and Dan Connors made the tackle. Just about a half a yard shy of a first down. Second down and short yardage.
And it's always interesting to watch that off back, and we've been seeing some outstanding blocking. Emerson Boozer, number 32, led up in there, put a fine block on Gus Otto.
Now let us see how Namath plays it. On this same situation, second and inches, LaMonica went for the first down, handing it to Dixon, and Namath gives it to Snell. And Snell is up close to the first down. Dan Birdwell is on the bottom of the pile along with Roger Bird and Gus Otto. And the officials again taking a long, hard look to see whether or not it is a first down. They're not going to measure, and apparently it is an inch or so away. From the 41 now, Maynard is sent to the right again with Sauer. They've been in that same situation, strong right, on this series of downs. Lamons is split to the left about 5 yards. First down from the 41 of Oakland. Namath fakes the handoff to Snell, drops back to the 50, fires down long, intended for Lamons. It is intercepted almost, and then it is out of bounds. Let me tell you what happened. Dave Grayson, who has caught 10 on the year, had that ball intercepted, but couldn't contain it. He got out of bounds with it. The ball popped over his head and was brought down by Roger Bird. But he actually fumbled it from out of bounds back in the playing field area when Roger Bird, the second man. Lamons was the fellow who was supposed to catch it, and he never got his hands on it.
What a big play for the New York Jets. It was almost a great play in the double covering situation by Dave Grayson.
13-13, second down 10 from the Oakland 41. Maynard yelling something out now to Sauer, who again is flanked right. It's strong right. Namath hands the ball and almost collides with Emerson Boozer. And Boozer is thrown down by Carlton Oates and Ben Davidson. Third down and 9 after a gain of a yard.
And the Oakland Raiders are playing the New York Jets strictly for the run because they're really jamming. They got a 3-man deep coverage with Grayson in the middle, Atkinson on the right side, and Willie Brown, on the left side rather, Atkinson and Willie Brown, number 24, on the right. They're both going now off to the left.
2 minutes and 5 seconds left in the third quarter, and Oakland will have to go against the wind and New York with the wind. Same set as before. Third down and 9. Namath dropping straight back under a pass rush. Fires for Sauer, or rather makes that Maynard. First down to the 21. George Atkinson was the man on him, and Don Maynard is the man who caught it at the 21.
And there you saw a play that worked so well for Bolitnikoff earlier. You had 83 George Sauer to the right side. You had Don Maynard to the right side. They were being covered by Willie Brown, 24, and George Atkinson. Number 83 goes downfield. George Sauer takes it to the outside. Don Maynard goes downfield, takes it to the inside.
Tie ball game, but the Jets are moving now. First down from the 21. Now this is third down 10, almost a must. The fake to Mathis, the throw, intended for Lamons at the 10, the 5. Touchdown!
Jim, what a great call by Joe Namath. Joe has been dropping back a couple of times now. He has rolled out. Roger Bird tried to go for the football. Lamons again got perfect position between he and number 21, Roger Bird, and he goes in for the touchdown. A very big play. The first touchdown this afternoon against the wind.
58 seconds left in the third quarter. Jim Turner has come in. Dave Pooley will hold at the 10. Lamons, the touchdown maker, the tight end, and Turner's kick is perfect. And there's timeout on the field with the score now. The New York Jets 20, the Oakland Raiders 13. It'll be third down and 4. But the clock is running, and in a moment, the Raiders are going to have to trudge to the other end of the field, and the wind conditions at least will be in the favor of the Jets, who manage the touchdown against the wind. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Now they'll try to get it off, but they're not going to do it. There's the gun. That's the end of the third quarter with the score, New York 20. Welcome back to Shea Stadium for the final quarter of this American Football League Championship, the New York Jets, with Oakland moving against them on third down and 5. Along with Aldi Regattas, Jim Simpson, Shea Stadium, New York. First down the Raiders on their own 29. They trail 20-13. 11 and a half minutes to go. LaMonica's back to pass. A screen pass to Dixon, who nearly falls down, regains his footing. Elliott catches from behind as he gets across the 30 and out to the 33. Very nearly a loss on the play.
It's been an awfully big play for LaMonica. He's used it several times. Dixon either swinging or screening. They've been watching Ralph Oliver, 51, especially. Ralph is dropping off, looking for an inside passing move as a defender. Ralph is moving off again.
An American Football League record, 62,627 here today for this championship. LaMonica back on second down to throw. He's going deep against the wind. Bolitnikov is out there. He's got it! Across the 10-yard line down to about the 9. They'll bring it back and mark it where they say his knee hits on the 11 as he slid to the 9. And he was on Johnny Sample. Now, Aldi Regattas said that moving Sample in with the wind, maybe LaMonica would not go deep. They were wrong.
They sure were. That was a tremendous toss against the wind, showing you what a powerful man this Darryl LaMonica is. And you know, there is that tendency, Jim, to play him too tight. Everyone seems to take chances on number 25, but you just can't do it.
20-13 the score. New York, but Oakland has the ball on the 11.5-yard line. LaMonica sets a strong left. Hands the ball instead to Charlie Smith, trying to sweep right, and Smith just does get back to the line of scrimmage. Ralph Baker, the left side linebacker, tripped him up. 9 minutes, 54 seconds to go. Baltimore now leads Cleveland 10-0 in the National Football League Championship in the second quarter. Timeouts left. Oakland has 2, New York 3. If they are tied, there will be sudden death in this ball game. And if Oakland should score with 9.5 minutes to go, do they go for the 2 points or go for the tie, figuring there's lots of time left? Bolitnikov right, Wells left. This is second down and 10. LaMonica dropping straight back. Going to Wells. Wells almost made a tremendous catch at the goal line. He was belted by Randy Beverly just as the football got there. So credit Wells, but credit Randy Beverly for a fine defensive play.
And now the way Randy Beverly was playing Warren Wells, and he did, as Jim said, a great job. You might see a situation where they come right back, fake that outside move, and then take Warren Wells to the goalpost.
Well, whatever it is, it has been brought in from the bench, meaning the play, because Charlie Smith has come out, and Pete Banaszak has gone in. Now Wells is coming to the same side, and Bolitnikov is going to the right side. Billy Cannon, the tight end, comes over to this left side, same side as Warren Wells. Keep in mind what Dero told you. And now LaMonica's back to throw, loops it for Hewitt Dixon. And it is knocked away. He was triple teamed by Jim Hudson. Hudson kicks the football off the body of Al Atkinson, his teammate, but he was so disgusted because he thought that he might have intercepted the ball. Now it is 4th down, and George Blandler's trotting in.
And what a great play number 22 made. And really the difference probably, Jim, in that game where Oakland won at Oakland was the fact that number 22, Jim Hudson, was evicted from the football game, but he's made some brilliant plays.
From the 20, with LaMonica holding, and he can throw the football if he wishes, but it looks like Blandler will try the field goal. From the 20, the ball is spotted, and the ball is up, and it is a 20-yard field goal, and the New York Jets now lead by 4 points. As there's time out on the field with the score now, New York 20, Oakland 16. 9 minutes, 15 seconds to go. Eyeshide is standing at the 40, waiting for the official to bring in the football to kick off. And in the meantime, the New York Jets are a little leery. Since Oakland is going against the wind now, they feel that perhaps they will try an onside kick, even though there are 9 minutes and 15 seconds to go. They're guarding against it, and Eyeshide is not going to do it. He kicks it rather deep, and that is Christie at the 1. To the 5, the 10, the 15, across the 20 to the sidelines, and then run out of bounds as he gets to the 22-yard line. And as the New York Jets start on the field and the Oakland defensive unit, we pause 10 seconds for station identification. Jim Simpson, Aldi Regatta, Shea Stadium, on a rather pleasant New York December afternoon in that the temperature is in the middle 30s. For those who are down in that strong wind, they might not agree with me as to being pleasant. 8 minutes, 35 seconds to go. First down, 10. From the 22. Namath drops straight back. New York leading by 4. Namath fires. Intended for Grayson. It's picked up by Atkinson down the sideline. Across the 10. The 5 knocked out of bounds as he gets down to the 5-yard line. And the rookie, George Atkinson, the man they figured to beat, has turned the football game around.
That's for sure, and it was kind of surprising. You thought maybe Joe might have stayed on the ground, but it was Joe Namath who made that big block, knocking Atkinson out of bounds.
Now from the 5. Maynard, in their last game, caught passes, 10 of them, for more than 200 yards. In this game, he's caught a pass on Atkinson back in the first half. But here, Atkinson has turned the football game around. Oakland has never been in front. There's a fire down below us on the Oakland bench. Smoke is billowing everywhere. They're putting it out. The ball is carried by Banaszak. Touchdown! Banaszak goes the 5-yard line right over Ralph Baker, the left outside linebacker and into the end zone. And now, for the first time today, Oakland is in front.
And, Jim, we've been saying time after time, this season, the great defense of the Oakland Raiders has been called on to stop the opposition. They did it again. Not only did they do it, they took it back and set up the last score.
Bland is in to add the extra point. LaMonica to hold. LaMonica holds. Blanda kicks. And as we said, the Oakland Raiders go in front for the first time today. It is 23-20 Oakland. Now remember, though, that we have 8 minutes and 18 seconds left. Plus the fact that the New York Jets are going with the wind.
And, Jim, we've been talking all afternoon about the win. We've been talking about this Oakland Raider team, and they certainly deserve tremendous credit.
Eyeshot kicks off. Again, a deep kick against the wind, driving Christie into the end zone. He's going to bring it out. He's across the 10, the 15, up the sidelines, across the 30, and a fine run back simply coming up the right side of the field, across the 30 to the 32. And taking a look at LaMonica's pass, Aldi Regatas, and the two kickoffs lately of Eyeshot, I'm beginning to wonder, has the wind died down somewhat on the field?
Looking up with that flag at the top of the post there, Jim, it doesn't seem to be blowing too briskly right now.
Well, Namath and his Jets try to come back. Lamons comes to the right side, split 5 yards. Maynard and Sauer are to the left in the strong left set formation. Snell and Boozer are the setbacks. 23-20, Oakland leading for the first time. From the 31, Namath dropping straight back. Firing, he's got Sauer out there, and Brown runs him out of bounds, but not until he crosses the 40 to the 42-yard line and very near a first down. The lineman is asking the man to mark across the field, and they'll have to take the chains all the way across to see whether or not it is a first down.
And, Jim, I guess the Raiders did not figure that Joe Namath, after being intercepted to that side, would come right back, but he sure did.
Linesmen take the stakes across the field, almost ran down Joe Namath in the process, as Namath takes this break not only to go over and see whether or not it's a first down, which it is, but also to hear if Weave Eubank, his coach, has anything to say, which he does not. So Namath comes back. That touchdown of Baltimore culminated a 60-yard drive in 10 plays, Tom Natty scoring from 1 yard out, as the Colts lead the Browns 10-0 in the second quarter in the National Football League Championship. This is the American Football League Championship, 23-20, a thriller. Oakland leads New York. 8 minutes, 3 seconds to go. Maynard right, Sauer flank right, Lamons on the left, Namath back to throw. Namath with lots of time, going with the wind for Maynard, and he's got it! Brought down from behind by Atkinson at the 9-yard line. What an absolutely brilliant throw, and what a sensational catch, and George Atkinson was right there. Don Maynard, who has just been superb all year, put his hands up, held on to that football. A brilliant play, Jim. Don Maynard walked back as though he might have slightly pulled a muscle in his left leg, but he's staying in the football game, apparently just a slight pull. But Atkinson, on a down and out pass, intercepted to set up the last Oakland score. But Atkinson was beaten here by Maynard, which is setting up a possible New York score. The ball is spotted on the 6-yard line. Maynard is to the right. 23-20 is the score. Oakland, 7 minutes, 54 seconds to go. Namath takes the handoff to Snell. Looking in trouble, now firing into the end zone. Touchdown, Maynard. He was in trouble as Jim Simpson called it. He was looking out to the left side to number 31, Bill Mathis, but Bill was covered very well. Joe very smartly turned around, tossed back to Don Maynard, who made another brilliant catch. Well, the Oakland Raiders held on to that lead exactly 31 seconds. 31 seconds is all it took for New York to come back. Jim Turner is in to try the extra point. We've still got 7 minutes, 47 seconds to go. So really to hold. Ball is spotted and the kick is good, and the Jets go back out in front. There's a timeout on the field now with the score. The New York Jets 27, the Oakland Raiders 23. An all-time record crowd for American Football League Championship looking on. It's 27-23 New York over Oakland as Curly Johnson kicks off. 7 minutes, 45 seconds to go. Atkinson at the 2. He's across the 10. Great speed across the 20. Big Hall flies up the middle and gets out near the 30-yard line. Taken across the 30 out near the 35-yard line.
Give an awful lot of credit again to Darryl LaMonica and the entire Oakland Raiders team. They've never quit. They've been hanging in here, and there's an awful lot of time to go.
Well, I'm sure there were a couple of minutes to go. Everybody remembers that Oakland was down and came back to win out in Oakland. Draw play to Dixon, lots of room up the middle across the 45 to 40. Still on his feet across the 30. Dragged down as he hits to the 26-yard line. Now the New York Jets allowed Oakland to have the lead for 31 seconds. And it looks like Oakland is going to return the favor.
And we were saying what a brilliant game that Joe Namath has called, and what a really brilliant game also being called by Darryl LaMonica. He puts the football up in the air. He gets you thinking he's going to throw. You come with an outside 4-3 rush, and he comes back with a draw.
Bolitnikoff and Wells go to the right from the 26-yard line. 6 minutes, 40 seconds to go. 27-23 New York. First down, LaMonica. Strong side right. Loves to throw to his right. That last time he threw twice to Cannon, to the left. Dixon running to the left, and they're blitzing, and Dixon gets away from the blitzing linebacker. Oh, that was not the linebacker. That was simply Verlin Biggs, the right defensive end, who crashed in. Dixon eluded his grasp. It would have been a 5-yard loss. Instead, he gets back to the line of scrimmage, and maybe a yard more. Second down and 9. Fine play by Biggs, only to have Dixon fly right out of his arms.
Let's keep in mind also that LaMonica, one of his very big plays, has been coming out of that backfield with one of his backs circling to the wide side.
Second down and nearly 10. Strong side right. Wells is flanked. LaMonica's back to throw, looking to his right, throwing to his right to Warren Wells in the end zone and out of the end zone. Double covered by Billy Baird and Johnny Sample in the deep far right-hand corner of the end zone. The ball was overthrown, and now LaMonica comes up with quite a situation. Third down 10. If they have to settle for the field goal, it will be a difficult one because they're kicking into the wind.
Again, Jim, we've got to point out the tremendous job that this Oakland Raider offensive line has done. Otto has been superb. Upshaw, Hawkins, Jim Harvey, Harry Shue, and Bob Swias. They've been really protecting him. He has not been hit.
Only one man has been thrown, and that was Namath back in the first half. Now, third down and about 10 from the 26. Dixon starts in motion. First time we've seen that today. To the right. LaMonica is back. Passing for Bolitnikoff. Almost intercepted. The ball is loose. Back there was Johnny Sample. He cut down the sidelines and in. Again, double coverage on Bolitnikoff. And Sample almost picked it off. Now, Banaszak is coming in. Otto is there. It is fourth down and 10 from the 26. They'd have to try a field goal of more than 30 yards, and they're down by 4 points, 27-23. 5 minutes, 54 seconds to go. Warren Wells looks at the bench. Donnie Rouse simply stands there, hands behind his back. The Oakland coach telling them to go for it on fourth down and 10. Bolitnikoff to the right, Wells to the left. The entire Shea Stadium, 62,647, get up. They want the Jets to stop the Raiders. The backfield is split. Cannon is on the left side. LaMonica goes back to pass. He's knocked down by Biggs. At the 35, and the Jets take over. Once again, Jim, it's so easy to sit up in a comfortable booth and second guess, but when the Oakland Raiders went for that field goal, we kind of thought they would not, and we thought they would go for the score. Now when they go for the pass, going for the score, we had the feeling that they would have gone for the field goal. They would have been only 1 point behind, and another field goal would have gotten them into a lead. Bob Swias went for an outside fake of Verlin Biggs, who simply cut inside him and had a clear shot at LaMonica. And the first time LaMonica's been thrown today is the big play. Namath back, hands the ball to Boozer. Boozer breaks into the clear as he hits to the 40. Out to the 43-yard line with Ralph Oliver riding him down. The clock shows 5 minutes and 15 seconds to go. 27-23, New York to the 16 on the fair catch. They'll mark it just over the 15. And now about 85 yards away, the Oakland Raiders from their second consecutive American Football League championship. And turn it around the other way. The New York Jets in their first title game are leading by 4 with 3 minutes, 15 seconds to go.
And the Raiders know how important this is, Jim, because this is probably the last time they're going to have their hands on the football.
Wells comes to the left, Bolitnikoff to the right. Johnny Sample is a cornerback over there, giving Bolitnikoff about 5 yards off the line of scrimmage. LaMonica is back. He's going to his right. Has his man, Bolitnikoff, who steps by Sample and gets out to the 39-yard line, where it is a first down.
That's the second time that number 46, Bill Baird, from the weak side safety position, double covering, tried to go for the pass, and again, it got by him, and another fine catch by this great flanker back, Bud Biletnikoff.
2 minutes, 35 seconds to go. Wells and Biletnikoff come out to the right side now, left side rather, strong left. LaMonica on first down, dropping back under a pass rush, gets the ball away for Warren Wells, who's playing the ball and has it. Billy Baird was playing the man. A flag goes down as a man jumped on top of him, Jim Hudson. It'll be 15 more yards. Hudson holds his head. Not only do they have the ball at the 15, but they'll step off 15 big yards as Hudson pounced on Warren Wells in a sense of frustration.
It was kind of an amazing play all the way around because he was hit awfully hard by Verlin Biggs. He laid the football up there, and the only man really that was close to it was Warren Wells.
I said 15 yards, but since, of course, it was less than 30 yards away, they stepped off half the distance to the goal line, down to the 12.5-yard line. But it is first down, 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Biletnikoff and Wells go to the right. Oakland does not give up. New York does not give up. This has been quite a championship football game. LaMonica calling signals, looking to his right. Now passing behind Charlie Smith. They are saying that it is a lateral, and down the field goes the linebacker, Ralph Baker, but it will be marked back at the 30-yard line. And instead of an Oakland score, by throwing the ball the way he did, LaMonica threw it behind Smith. It became a lateral, not a forward pass. It's New York's football.
And LaMonica knew it all the way because he started downfield. He knew what he had done. The football now goes over to the New York Jets. 2 minutes and 8 seconds to go.
Well, there have been a lot of things that have happened. Clock is running. Baltimore now leads Cleveland 17-0 in what appears to be a runaway in the National Football League. They'll talk about the fact when LaMonica threw a pass that went behind the man who was labeled to be a lateral. There's timeout on the field with the score. New York 27, Oakland 23. With Aldi Regattas, Jim Simpson. From Shea Stadium, 1 minute 45 seconds to go, 27-23 in New York. The ball is on the 36 of the Jets. It is third down and 4, and if ever the Oakland Raiders needed to stop a team, this is the time. And if ever the Jets needed a first down, this is the time. That's how big this third down 4 play is. Namath calls signals, Maynard right, Sauer left, hands the ball to Boozer, who drops it and falls on it at the 32. And so it's fourth down. They lost yardage on the play. Clock is running, 1:35. You can bet your life that the Jets won't dash onto the field to kick the ball away. 1:30, clock running. Charlie Smith goes back. Jets taking all the time in the world for this punt. Probably about a minute left to go when they get the punt, and Curly Johnson is going to be kicking with the wind. The Jets are standing around. They don't mind the 5 yards, I don't think, for delay of game. Now they're going to step in, stopping the clock, which it will, with a minute and 1 second to go as the Jets let it run.
And Jim, the kick return unit is on the field. You're going to see some awfully fine blocking. We're going to probably see a punt return trying to go back to the wide side of the football field. That defensive line that suddenly will turn into the offense when the ball is punted will try to form a wall for George Atkinson, who's deep.
And Atkinson has returned 2 punts for touchdowns this year. Curly Johnson back. Clock won't start again until the ball is snapped. It's snapped, low pass from center. Johnson booms the ball away. Atkinson comes back, watches it hits off him, picks up at the 15-yard line, comes up the right side, looks for the wall, can't find it, gets across the 20, he's wrestled down at the 22. 47 seconds to go. New York 27, Oakland 23. John Dockery made the tackle. Baltimore leading Cleveland 17-0. At this moment, it looks like Baltimore and New York in the Super Bowl. LaMonica back to pass. Don't count Oakland out. LaMonica with time. Throws to Canada's tight end who steps out of bounds. Across the 35-yard line to the 38. Stops the clock with 38 seconds to go on the 38-yard line of Oakland. And the score 27-23. Well, I tell you, 52,647. An all-time American Football League championship crowd. And may I add, they are getting their money's worth. An all-time great American championship football game. Remember, Oakland pulled it out before the Jets out in Oakland. LaMonica goes back to pass on first down. Passes behind Dixon. The ball goes out of bounds. For those of you who stopped the clock for 34 seconds, may not have understood the call. I think we did describe it clearly for you. When Darryl LaMonica passed to his man, he had not crossed the line of scrimmage. He was in the backfield, and his forward pass was actually thrown behind the man toward their own goal line, which made it lateral, and it was picked up by Ralph Baker. Roger Hagberg has come in at fullback, possibly, and I'm sure for blocking purposes. As now they put Warren Wells and Bolitnikoff to the same side. Second down 10, 34 seconds to go. LaMonica back to throw, looking, firing to Warren Wells, who can't get to it at the 49-yard line. Overthrown, 30 seconds to go, third down 10.
And I'm sure all the Oakland Raider fans remember the great play that was made by number 23, Charlie Smith. On the last play, Charlie came out of that backfield to the left side, and he was covered by Larry Grantham, so it could be very interesting.
Third down from the 38. LaMonica dropping straight back. Rolling now to his right. Looking. This is using up time. Now running. He better get out of bounds, which he does. At the 39-yard line. A gain of a yard. But he used 8 seconds on the clock, and it's fourth down and 9. Oakland has no more timeouts left. Darryl LaMonica looking to the bench. Hands on hip. Trying to figure out what it is that must be done. Hewitt Dixon comes in with word from John Rouch at the bench. And wouldn't it be something if former Baltimore Colts coach Weed Eubanks takes the New York Jets to the Super Bowl to face the Baltimore Colts? Wells to the left, Bolitnikoff right. Last chance for the Oakland Raiders. LaMonica drops straight back. Big pass rush. Goes the screen pass to Dixon. Dixon tries to come across the field across the 40. They're waiting for him, and Jim Hudson knifes him down at the 45-yard line. 10 seconds to go. It is a Jets ball, and the clock will be restarted in a moment. Listen to this crowd. They feel the Jets have won the championship. 2 seconds, 1 second, it's over. The Jets win and go to the Super Bowl. That's the end of the game. The final score, New York 27, Oakland 23, and we'll be back in a moment with the final wrap-up of today's game.